Hello folks, thank you for joining me today on prime factorization. I want to show you how to use prime factorization for more than just the sake of breaking down a number, but to show how you can reduce a fraction. So we can reduce fractions quite easily with prime factorization. First thing we need to see is that, for example, 5 divided by 5 is just a fancy form of 1. And also 6 divided by 6 can also be written as 6 divided by 6, which is also a fancy form of 1. So if we know that, we can break down this fraction here. For example, 40, I can break it down into 4 times 10. I can also break that further down. The 4 I can break into a 2 times 2, and the 10 into a 2 times 5. So that's the prime factorization of 40 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. Likewise, we can do the same thing for the 70. So I'll do it this way, like the tree method that you may have learned in earlier years. 7 times 10. 7 is prime. It can't be broken down any further. 10 is a 2 times 5. So 70 can be written down as 2 times 5 times 7. So there's our fraction rewritten. This is the 40, and this is the 70. Now that we have that, we can see that we can reduce by dividing 2 divided by 2. That reduces out. And this 5 with this 5 reduce out, leaving us with 4. That's 2 times 2 divided by or over 7. So you can see that 40/70ths is the same as 4/7. Back when I was in school, we would just cancel these zeros, not knowing what we had just done. What we just did by canceling those zeros was canceling out this 2 and this 5. We divided out the 10 from the top. We divided out the 10 from the bottom, leaving us with 4/7. Here's one more example, and then I think that's going to be it for this video. 32 can be broken up into, I like 4 and 8. Which is 2 times 2, and 8. You might want to know this one is 2 times 2 times 2. So 32 breaks down into 5 2s. 64 can be broken down into 8 times 8. It's a perfect square. And because of that, we can write it as 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So that's 6 2s. So let's see if I've got enough room here. 2, 2, 2. So we have 5 2s divided by 6 2s. These are all going to cancel out. Fancy forms of 1, leaving us with, in our numerator, it looks like there's nothing there, but really it's a 1 divided by 2. So that's 1/2. So our final answer there for 32/64 is 1/2. So there you have it. Prime factorization used to reduce fractions. And we will be using prime factorization throughout the year. We'll be using the division, fancy forms of 1 throughout the year. And I'll make reference to fancy forms of 1 in other videos. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you think.